Good morning. How is everyone this New Year's Eve? Happy New Year's Eve to everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to Passion, Purpose, and Possibilities. Thanks for tuning in. Excuse me. If you could do me a favor, I would love it if you'd allow StreamYard permission on Facebook. That way I could see who is commented, not just Facebook user. If you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and grant permission, that would be awesome. And thanks again for tuning in to Passion, Purpose, and Possibilities. So, I think today we will talk a little bit about goals for the new year. And I know that kind of sounds mundane and everybody's doing it and everybody's all about goals and New Year's resolutions and I'm just another one of those people, But once I understood how important goals, dreams, resolutions, whatever you want to call them, are, then I'm like, heck yeah, I want to talk about it. For me, part of my goal is my passion, my purpose, and possibilities. That's why I named the show what I named it. Excuse me. And also because of how important they are in your life. You want to learn as much as you can about it. It's like when you go to school, you learn some new things throughout the grades, but there are some things that you learn over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Why do we do that? Because they are that important in our lives. Oh, so yes, I'm going to talk about goals. I love talking about goals. I love talking about dreams. I love talking about living my passion, fulfilling my purpose, and exploring the possibilities. I'm passionate about my goals. Some of my goals I'm very, very passionate about. Some of them are my purpose in life. It's like the core me, And growing up, I'd write down my goals December 27th through December 31st kind of time frame. Ooh, what are my goals for next year? But I didn't put a whole lot of thought and emphasis into them because I didn't understand why I was setting them, the importance of them, or anything like that. But now that I understand that a lot more, and I am nowhere near done learning about them, I've still got so much to learn. I'm not even scratching the surface of the iceberg yet. I've got binoculars, and I can barely see the iceberg, let alone on it to scratch the surface of knowledge about goals and dreams. But as I started understanding that more, I write down my goals every day. I write them like pen to paper. Let me grab my pen. Pen to paper. Write them down every day. Usually in the morning and then at night. And I read them throughout the day. I think about them all day long. I've got pictures of them. As you can see, I got pictures of some of my goals. I've got some sayings that I like. Sorry. You can see the board with some sayings. On the whiteboard behind me, I've got some other things written down there. And I'm constantly reviewing them. I'm not sure how many follow Bob Proctor, but he talks about goal cards. You know, I'm currently doing the thinking into results, and this is a goal card I get. I don't have anything written on this one because I've made my own out of some construction paper. And I don't know how well you can see that, but I've got like 8-10 different versions that I've written down. Some of them in the last week. I've written 3 different versions in the last week. And the one that is most in alignment with me, I carry in my wallet all the time. And I look at it every time I pull my wallet out. At the gas station, grabbing lunch, just random. I pull out my goal card and I read it. So all these cards have some good goals, and they are still applicable. Excuse me. But they're not the most in alignment with me. They're not in alignment the most with me at this moment. You know, so I'm focused on the ones that are most aligned with me, that would most excite me, that I think about most, that I vision most. I read that and a picture comes to my mind of what that looks like for me. You know, who's with me, where we're at, what we're doing, what food we're eating, where we're standing, you know, not just on a beach. What beach, where, you know, what time of year is it? So I envision those all the time, and I print pictures to help me visualize that. Like you can see the pictures here. I've got more pictures on my table back here. So goals to me are like who I am, part of who I am. And I've got goals in all sorts of areas. I've got business goals, I've got personal goals, I've got vehicle goals, I've got travel goals, I've got goals for my studio. I'm always working on my studio here. I've got goals for vehicle I want. I've got goals in all sorts of areas. And many of those goals overlap each other, and they feed one another and connect with each other. You know, like I want to keep vamping my studio and just adding to it and improving it, you know, so that it'll allow me to do my show better and bring on more guests better, and, you know, have an environment that more fully vibes with my show and with who I am. You know, that is more alignment with me. So that'll allow me to do my show better, which will allow me to possibly help others better, or help others share their message better, you know, or my goals of travel. I want to travel, but I definitely want to be with my family. So that overlaps to the time with family and family relationships. And, you know, so they overlap each other, and they are, what's the word I'm looking for here? Symbiotic. they can run side by side. They have similarities. They complement each other. And this goal might be over in this area, and this goal might be over in this area, but they overlap things both ways, and they make a complete circle. So they're all interconnected somewhere. And this goal is connected to this goal down here, and this goal is connected to this goal down here. You get the picture. But review your goals every day. I review them several times a day, as I mentioned before. Because I want to stay in alignment with that. I want to continue to visualize those goals. I picture myself with those goals already achieved. Like I said, if I travel, how do I get there? Where I'm going? Who's going with me? What Airbnb or what hotel or what resort or what campground or what cruise line, what cruise, what dates, what excursions am I going to take? What dinner reservations do I want? All those things I'm visualizing. I'm imagining myself walking down the streets of those places we're going to visit. Or, I'll YouTube videos about the resort I want to go to. And it helps me visualize those things better. And also it helps me see where I'm at with those goals. Am I putting forth progress every day to get towards those goals? It's like my own internal report card, kind of, if you will. And I do it frequently throughout the day. Just thinking about it. Okay, what am I doing that's helping me towards my goal? What am I doing to help me on this goal today? What am I doing to help me on this goal? And I have a daily internal report card. That way I can stay on course versus, waiting for quarterly report cards in 3 months and your goal's here, but you're way over here. Or maybe your goal shifts too. If this is your goal, with the quarterly report card, you may be doing this. And also, if this is your goal, what if your goal starts doing this, but you do this? Goals change, goals tweak. As you visualize them, as you analyze them, everything like that, you might have to put in more detail. You might have to make a small tweak. You might have to, put a goal on hold for a couple days or a couple weeks. Not eliminate it. Just maybe put it on hold for a second as you fine tweak something, and then come right back to that goal. I've done that several times. I wrote a goal card 2 days ago, and the following day I put my old one back in the wallet because the new one I just wrote didn't quite align just right. It's still a good goal card, but it didn't quite align all the way. So I still have it in here, so I didn't get rid of it or eliminate it. So that's why everybody talks about goals so often, is because of how important they are, how much a part of your life they are. And again, you can call them whatever: goals, um, dreams, several different life purpose, several different names you can apply to them. You know, and your goal will be totally different than my goal, but that doesn't make either one of ours any less important than the other. And your goal might be in total alignment with my goal. Or our goals might be doing this, and then they might go like this, or this, or this, or this. So don't compare your goal to others because they want something different. You want a goal for you. Let's take vehicles. Your goal might be uh, a sports car. Your goal might be a motorcycle. Your goal might be whatever. I want a truck. I like trucks. I have a truck. I want another truck. I also want a nice motorhome. Those are just some of my goals. But my goal is no more important or better than your goal, and vice versa. My goal is important for me. Your goal is important for you. Doesn't make them better than the other or anything like that. So now I look at people I follow. I look at successful people, what I consider successful, and I use those as kind of a little bit of a guideline, if you will. Let's say somebody has the truck I want, or the YouTube video that I watched of the destination I want to go to. I that's a goal that I want for me. So I use that kind of as a target. Or somebody has, this, or somebody has that, or somebody's doing this, or whatever. I might use those as targets, but I don't compare myself or judge because I may not have it. I may not be there yet. I'm not as good as them because I don't have it. Or they think they're so good because they have it. I don't do that. There are part of me that used to, but not anymore because it took away from getting most out of what I was doing. It took away from my fulfillment. They had no idea I was doing that, but it impacted me negatively. Now I, congratulate them. Now I think that's awesome. They have that. That's awesome. They did something. That was their goal. They did something right. They worked at it. They got it. That's awesome. And I also have been able to, they have that. That means I can have that too. It's a possibility. It's awesome. And it just helped me dream bigger. It helped me to have more fulfillment, more enjoyment. Celebrating that success with them. Again, they may have no idea, but by me changing how I responded versus how I reacted. It helped me get more enjoyment, more fulfillment, more out of it. So I hope this helps. I hope you have a fabulous and a safe New Year's. Pull out those goals, review them, think about them, visualize them, Google them, go print pictures of them, whatever you need to do for you. I'm happy to help. If there's anything anyone needs, please feel free to reach out to me. Happy to help where I can. I'd love to, if you want me to help you with your goals, I am happy to do that. Now, there's my cell phone. Call me, text me. Now, if I do help you with your goals, I'm not going to tell you what your goal is. I'll ask you questions, and kind of pull some information out of you. But you're going to decide what your goals are. Because those are your goals. They're not my goals. They're not anyone else's goals. Those are your goals. So if someone helps you with your goals, they should help you discover what it is you really want, what it is you're really passionate about. And it doesn't matter if it seems logical. It doesn't matter if it's been done before. It doesn't matter if it's not cool. It doesn't matter if no one else wants that. It doesn't matter what others will think. That's your goal. It's what you want. It's what vibrates with who you are, aligns with who you are. And have a fun and awesome New Year's. Have a safe one. Last night we got about 4 inches of snow. So if that's a similar situation for you, please be safe. Excuse me. Have fun. Pull out those goals. Dust them off. Dream big. Go live your passion, fulfill your purpose, and explore those possibilities.